Let's go over to Aurora, Colorado, right next to Denver, and look at some of this dog culture that's going on over there. So, in this video, we're going to look at Democrats, liberals, disgust, the feeling of disgust, and pit bull bans, and some other related things. So, we're over here in Aurora, and here's what's going on over there. So, after a long time, they decided that they're going to bring pit bulls back. No more bans. So, I guess they're getting tired of toddlers and other small dogs not being mauled or something. I don't know why are they doing this. Why are they bringing back these nasty dogs after having them banned for so long? Well, I'll tell you why. Because these people over there in Denver, in Aurora, they're liberals and Democrats, and they're not conservatives. That's one of the reasons why. It's not necessarily a cause, but it's a symptom that goes hand in hand with the love of pit bulls and the love of the disgusting things that comes with dogs and pit bulls. So, as I've mentioned in other videos, studies have been done to show the disgust response in people's brains. The more liberal you are, the younger generation that you're in, you're more okay with disgust. And dogs are disgusting. Having a house full of turds, having a mauled toddler, having bites all over your arm, having your doors and carpets shredded by a giant pit bull, it's freaking disgusting. But the age group that owns these types of dogs, the liberal voters, the non-conservatives, they are the ones that are more okay with this. This is one article right here that talks about this, and I'll put some more in the description if you want to try to prove me wrong or look up this on your own. For example, Colorado is one of the worst states for dog feces problems. Leads the nation in 2021 for dog poop complaints. 390 million pounds of waste annually. That they know of. I'm sure there's a lot more with all the strays and accidental litters. But why would you be okay with all that dog waste everywhere? It gets into the waterways, it gets into ponds, it causes algae blooms that even kill other dogs. Well, if your disgust response is down, then you're going to be okay with dog poop. You're just going to let it be everywhere. In your house, in the parks, and everywhere else. And if you had a proper immune system, your disgust level would work a lot better. Yes, it's true, your disgust is part of your immune system. So, since we're talking about the immune system, stress affects the immune system, right? Well, guess what group has the most stress, according to all these studies and many other studies and videos and sales records for antidepressants? It's the young age liberals that are more stressed out. So when you're stressed, your immune system doesn't work, your disgust response is down, and then where you live is filled with dog feces and you're fine with it. All of this stuff is connected. In fact, this has been studied and looked at by liberal groups, democratic groups, all the different political groups have looked at this. This isn't just something that I'm saying because I'm conservative or anything. Children with liberal parents suffer mental health problems more. Well, now you got a bunch of mental health issues connected to a bunch of people that own a bunch of dogs. Well, again, that little thing in their brain that says, hey, this is gross. Hey, this dog hurts me. Hey, my toddler got mauled. That part of your brain, when you have a mental health issue and a stress issue, that turns that part of your brain off because, you just don't care. You're in a mental health stress crisis. This rings true if we look at typologies with age. Like somebody that is 18 to 29, 30 to 94, and in these lower age groups, they're way less likely to be conservative than 50 to 64, 65 plus. So your group of younger people that are more liberal, less conservative, more into being filling their life with dogs instead of humans, they're all in this same group together. They have a low level of disgust. They want more and more dogs in their life. They want less and less people in their life. and more they're left leaning politically. If we look deeper at Colorado and Denver, many people are noticing this. Colorado went far left. They went, as far as their voting and the policies that they're into, they're left leaning, as in less conservative. I'll throw some of these links in the description if you want to look at some of these discussions and information. But they used to be more red, more conservative, and as they become more far left, guess what they're doing? Bringing back more of these nasty dogs, throwing out their level of disgust, being more stressed, having more health issues, mental health issues, and all of this stuff ties together. Dogs, the presence of dogs is just like connected to so many nasty things in our society. And people that don't have a proper level of disgust will never be able to understand that. Another thing you can look up in discussions and studies and surveys is, look at this. Pit bulls are less common among certain political groups. Why does it seem like more right wingers hate pit bulls? By right wingers, right here, they're talking about conservatives, Republicans, people that are not left. So this is a discussion that many people in our country have actually been given thought to. So I'll put some of these links in the description too. So to test my point, let's go over to the Colorado General Assembly. So I typed in Democrat for our keyword search. It's not quite showing up. Sorry about that. But see what we got, 65 results. So out of our House and Senate leadership, we have 65 Democrats. So this is just a quick way to count these, and it tells you anyways if you go into the site. But Republican, we only have 35. So it's a Democrat majority in Colorado. So a Democrat majority goes right along with what? Lots of dog feces, bringing back pit bulls, and other stuff like that. They want to fill your neighborhoods with pit bulls, and there's the number to call them to ask them why. If you live in Colorado, this is how to get involved. If you live in a neighborhood, even if you're a dog lover, and you have a couple little dogs, you got your Pomeranians, German wire hair pointers, and you want to walk the neighborhood without these maulings happening, there you go. Call them, email them. Tell them that you have a proper level of disgust and you don't want to be disgusted by mauled toddlers and dead small dogs or other small pets. For another example of this deep topic that I'm talking about, I'm going to invite everybody to check out this video from dogbites.org. It's a San Francisco dog attack where a pit bull attacked a man's dog. The pit bull went onto the man's property. The man's dog was tied up. The pit bull could not be controlled by the owners. But then they have this hearing. And what do you think these hearings come right along with? Tax money, tax money, tax money. These hearings cost a lot of money. So if they're going to throw pit bulls into your neighborhood, that means taxes are going to go up, government is going to go up, and then they're going to sit back there like in these other hearings too. They're going to sit back and be like, look, you see, you need us. You need more and more law enforcement to keep your communities safe. You know, a year after they lifted a pit bull ban and made your communities terrible. So just give that some thought. Maybe the reason that this pit bull ban was pushed so hard to be lifted is because they just want more of your money. Because you know, these type of dogs in those neighborhoods, attacks are going to go up, stray dogs are going to go up, property damage is going to go up, and that means that you're going to have to depend more and more on those democratic handouts that the Colorado government wants to give you, but they're going to have to tax your state to give you that. So it's just like a money grab, the way that I see it. So that has been a little look at our Aurora, Colorado, a place that is soon to have a lot more pit bulls. You got to know that the 501c3 tax shelter organizations, they're going to be all over this. Jet planes and buses and everything else are going to be carting those pit bulls in there, getting tax shelters, getting foster money, and Just watch. Right now, there's fires going on in California. I'll bet you some of those organizations are already setting everything up to, on the Denver, Colorado taxpayer dime, bring in a bunch of sick or supposedly fire burnt dogs from California. And Denver, Colorado, you guys are going to pay for it with your tax money, and then you're going to pay for it with the loss of life and the loss of comfort and the loss of safety in your Aurora neighborhoods. See y'all later.